Now, for all you Obeah workers, I have very good news. It turns out the Jamaican government will soon be legalizing Obeah.
I would just like to point out that the Obeah Law, I thought it was removed.
Now welcome back to another Exclusive for Life. Now blessing goes out to all my viewers and all my subbies, all my well-wishers. Like, share and also subscribe if you haven't done so already. Coming up in today's topic and review. Now blessing my viewers and my subscribers, and thanks for tuning in to another exclusive for a topic discussion and review. Now I got two important topics that I'm gonna share with you. One is of why we notice throughout the last 5 years or so the killing rate in Jamaica, the crimes in Jamaica, the scamming in Jamaica, all the darkness on the island has increased at such an enormous pace right in front of our very eyes. Some may disagree with what I'm about to say, but this is stemming from this spiritual or this Obeah or this black magic or this gusso or whatever them want associated as. My other topic is of Prime Minister number 28. Because of my previous broadcast, I show you where the announcement which he made at the 81st conference, where he said he's gonna cut GCT to 7% from 15%, is not doing nothing for the nation. And as I said in my previous broadcast, as you can see up on the screen, I can't understand why these people are so elated about this man message about this cutting GCT. It just doesn't make sense. No, I don't want to feel like I'm picking on number 28. So me like drive my point home. So I'm gonna show you what the professional, what the expert think about what Dr. number 28 announced to the public.
At the recently held JLP conference, our Prime Minister announced that for the next budget, there will be a reduction in the general consumption tax on electricity from 15% to 7%, and the removal of the non-tax threshold should be expected. Economist Keenan Faulkner is here to talk to us about, well, give us his thoughts on it. Morning, friend. Good to see you. How are you?
Morning, Neville. Morning, Gareth. Good to be.
Now, today's topic need blessing, cause I'm nervous doing this one, but I have to do it. I have to show you the truth, because exclusive is all about the truth, cause it's only the truth shall set you free. Una for ask me what's the meaning of exclusive. One day in my comment section, I'm tell you now, cause the word there is special. It's not in a dictionary, it's not in any encyclopedia. It's a powerful word, exclusive. Welcome all my viewers and all my subscribers, and all who not subscribe yet. Me I tell you so, if you subscribe if you don't want to hear the truth, cause I'm going to reveal the truth in this one.
Now, for all you Obeah workers, I have very good news. It turns out the Jamaican government will soon be legalizing Obeah.
I would just like to point out that the Obeah Law, I thought it was removed.
Because you can't deny me my African religious rights. Okay? So I don't want it to be understood by anywhere.
Now you hear that, my viewers and my subscribers. That was back in 2019 when the Labour government said the Obeah Law. He thought it was removed from off the book, and I think that's a Delroy Chuck or something like same name. And then the other MP said make sure, because that's our African religious rights. So as I tell you, say them passed the Obeah Law in Jamaica back in 2019, based upon is their African religious rights. Now what get me confused is how can the government pass a law and tell we youths them say it's our African rights and them for use it. You understand what I'm saying to you? Basically because it's legal now and you see where them I use it and I do. If them a chop, them guard up, it make them do all manner of evil. So how is it good for the nation? I'm confused. But the thing about it, the labor right them ain't I said to them that the labor right government passed the Obeah Law in Jamaica. Them ashamed for say, yes, them a try say a lie, yeah tell. But here is the proof. It's all there on the internet. You just have to look good and you can see the proof. I'm gonna say what's happening to Jamaica right now. What's happening to the youths them. It's blatantly to see.
Okay? Because Obeah should never have been illegal at any point, any time, anywhere.
Now that's some weird religion. I'm not into none of them shit. None of them religion. No, me know say a lot of the people them when I love God and love the devil now go like this one. Meaning the people them, the Obeah worker them now go like this one. So if you know you's a Obeah worker or you work Obeah, nobody watch this cause you go feel offended. Because what Uno and number 28 have done to the nation, remember me tell you no man, the Almighty I got deal with Uno in our way. No, we have noticed that Jamaica since Andrew Michael Holiness take over power of Jamaica, we have seen a different Jamaica. The present of Jamaica is so dark. It's not like one time where Jamaica did just full of light, full of life. Ain't you hear about Jamaica? Everybody want to go there. No. Remember woman used to fly go down to Jamaica, go get man at Jamaica and come up back with them a foreign. You don't notice them days are done because everything changed since number 28 comes in power. Now many of the labor rights them always try to deny it or always deny it. In time I say them prime minister number 28 is a Obeah worker. We see it at the Samuda meeting where you see the Obeah man come out blatantly in the march. Now, if the prime minister legalize Obeah, what you shame for? If you is a Obeah worker, what you shame for say you is a Obeah worker for? No, enough of these girls where you say dally up and you know what I mean, in them green and stuff like that. Them a big Obeah worker and this is why them draw to number 28. This is why them draw to the Labour Party. Because maybe them generation, if you look at them parents was a Obeah worker because Siago was a Obeah worker. Andrew Holness take up the same trait and use it and destroy Jamaica. No, anytime I say him destroy Jamaica, you probably think me I say him destroy Jamaica, the land. No, the land is for the Almighty. We all go pass and that there, Jamaica they still go there. What he destroy are the people, a generation that this generation name destroy is gonna pass on to the next generation. It's called a generational curse. They look upon all of the youths them, all of them, what them a do. If them a chop, them make sure guzo up. The music them, guzo up. Everything is dark. I'm alive people. Since this man comes in power, within the 8 years, if we not add up, within the 8 years, all of the people them get unalive within them 9 years, they will not be surprised. We have never seen such level of corruption in Jamaica, and the reason why Jamaica is like this is because of these people will come and legalize Obeah in Jamaica.
Now, for all you Obeah workers, I have very good news. It turns out the Jamaican government will soon be legalizing Obeah. And they're doing it on the basis of that one, the fines for Obeah are so low that they basically a waste of time Because at the moment, the fine for practicing Obeah in Jamaica is $100. So the fine is so low that it's basically a waste of time to go court and to deal with paperwork and all that for $100. Right? The law was originally enacted in 1898, so obviously back then $100 was a lot of money, but it hasn't been changed since. Right? But now, another reason why government is planning to repeal it is because they're looking at it from the point of view of it's a religious right, because you're denying people the right to exercise the religion they believe in. Right? Now obviously this is controversial because a lot of Jamaicans are very hostile when it comes on to Obeah. Right? So what I want people to tell me is, now that the law, it still hasn't been signed, right? But it's about to be legalized. Do you think it's going to increase after it's legalized?
Now pause right there for a second. Now, you can hear the man ask a question. Do you think after it legalized, Obeah is it gonna come more popular? Now, the government have a style where him use, where him no say Obeah, him say spirituality or a spiritual church, and that them use as the cover up. But if you go inside of it and see what these spiritual church practices are, that you will do where Obeah is, it's darkness and it's cover all of Jamaica. Now listen to this. This is when Obeah become legal in Jamaica. This was 5 years ago. So look for back golden. A fan, the man a fan. The temperature too hot inside the building. Now these leaders will legalize this upon we nation, and we are all witness the darkness upon darkness. A life to a youth coming like nothing. People just take life for stripe. The music, you can see certain individual pushing the darkness upon the youths. They are so dark, and you could hear they tell you they are dark, and you see the darkness, you see the amount of unalive of people in Jamaica is gruesome. Nothing we have ever witnessed before. Well, at least not in my few, years of me there within my lifetime. And me not there 100 years, you understand? And from me born, remember, we look at island of Jamaica, we always known as the Sunshine Island. That's why we have the Sunshine Girl. You understand? We nation have always been a nation that put God first. The youths them always, when we are bad, we have a newspaper, our ice pick in our newspaper, we have a ratchet knife. But one thing we never left, our little Bible in our back pocket, and we are bad for our cause. Them youth are bad because them want to show you say them evil, them dark, them corrupt. We say all manner are evil. We see some people on social media, we say them are influencer, a drink, BOLLOD, slash off good head. We see everything of darkness in Jamaica. We have witnessed where we hear all of these man we are bad now. Them are bad up man for them back parts.
Okay, the boy used to fuck you before me.
Hey, one thing, there's an accident there.
Give me some fuck and you can go back. I don't mind how much fuck you get in your hole, and me open the hole, so I want some fuck you.
I did a video with it. You can go check out other like on the spot media on the ear. All of these youths I say them bad. I don't know. Them now no God in them. Them will do just about anything the spiritual man tell them to do. I witnessed with my eyes where the spiritual man tell this youth, Same I forget the virgin dog, the people them dog, you know. All the owner of the dog, man, they have to owner of the dog couldn't hold him and not deal with him case wicked. You gonna see the people them decent dog, virgin dog. The spiritual man or the Obeah man tell the youth, we a chop, same I forgive the dog 100 stab. Pooper Jesus are the most gruesome thing me see on TikTok. I one of them social media platform there. Me I wonder if him rich now. I'm probably gone in the morgue. Cause them there's something there. A corruption. And that we see all over Jamaica. Every inch of it. And it's not getting better until we choose between the God and the devil. Mark COULDN and Andrew Holness. Which side you dep on? And this of the thing there, you know. It's real, people. It's real. A lot of you see it with your eyes. I want to turn a blind eye to the truth and the light, but turn your attention to the devil, the darkness.
I would just like to point out that the Obeah Law, I thought it was removed.
You take out my thing, the Obeah thing.
I thought it was repealed, only to find out that it is still the law.
Yeah, because the PNP felt that Obeah should be illegal.
You take out my thing, the Obeah thing.
But you know, Mr. Speaker, there's a cabinet submission from 1975 to repeal the Obeah Law. And it is still there. But I would like to bring it, after we pass this legislation, Mr. Speaker, I have asked the Law Reform Department for us to have another cabinet submission. I would like to bring forward the date here in this House the repeal of the Obeah Law. It will be put in a broader concept in terms of scamming and other things. But there's no reason, Mr. Speaker, why the Obeah Act should still remain on the statute book, and we hope to remove it in due course.
Now my viewers and my subscribers, I hope you are listening to what was just being said by Delroy Chuck, that they will make Obeah legal in due course. The alarming thing is that shortly after that, they did make Obeah legal in Jamaica, but because them know say so many people in Jamaica doesn't agree with it, but so many people does. So them keep it quiet, cause would I love to see someone ask Andrew Holness that question, is Obeah legal in Jamaica? Because we know say it legal in Jamaica, but as I said, they are either too afraid to say it to the nation, or they too ashamed to say them legalize Obeah in Jamaica. And I think one of the main reasons is because they see what it's doing to the nation. Them say whether you them a take it and a do, because they were warned in advance that it might advance chopping and mean certain other things. Because you hear Delroy Chuck say it, that even though scamming and other things in other contexts, them still are going to remove it. Let me play it back so you can hear what he must say.
In a broader concept in terms of scamming and other things, but there's no reason, Mr. Speaker, why the Obeah Act should still remain on the statute book, and we hope to remove it in due course.
And the removal of it, you understand what I'm saying to you, is the after effect now we are seeing in Jamaica. And we have to bear in mind that at the time when them was gonna change this law, the PNP was saying, the PNP MP was saying, oh, you gonna change my Obeah thing. Why? Because you feel like it I got help you in winning the election.
You take out my thing, the Obeah thing.
But you know, Mr. Speaker, there's a cabinet sub.
No, maybe it did help them to win the election, because so many people, as I said, believe in this Obeah thing in Jamaica. So once the labor right them bring it to the nation, all of the people them will believe in that draw to this man. Because them so believe in this darkness. But them don't see it as darkness. Because him don't bring it across to them as darkness. Him bring it across to them as spiritual healing, a religion, a black people religion from Africa. But what kind of religion? Corrupt people. Have them doing all kind of manner of evil. Is that a religion? Listen.
Because you can't deny me my African religious rights. Okay? So I don't want it to be understood by anywhere. Okay? So I am asking for a clarification. Because Obeah should never have been illegal at any point, anytime, anywhere.
Listen, so you see this is from 2019, so they were aware of if Obeah pass, well, the nation can use it and do. And now we see how everything will come together, my viewers and my subscribers. So this is why the Obeah party and the wholeness are going to bring in the Indian man. Come to Jamaica. And we see it with the scammers them. Right now, if you want to get rich as a Jamaican, you know, just go to Jamaica, get a banger phone, and get a good Obeah man. And you see. Now, the sad part and the surprising part, many people say them people are chop and them have piles of money, them have cars, them have house, and them have all the glitz and the glam. And them say, yes, wait, and them want to be like them. But them don't say the part where them scammers here are these people were involved in a this. Go through behind closed door. You see behind closed door, if night could turn to day, a lot of people would run away. God, them secret are so dark.
I am a chopper. I have the possibility to be a chopper. Chopper with a capital C. I have a great big bundle of banger phone and leads. Oh,
since
yeah.
It's legalized, we see chopping become the #1 thing in Jamaica. Everybody do it. Member of parliament, police, doctor, lawyer, Indian chief. The little baby I do it. And what goes with it? You hear the member of parliament. Anytime I pass the law, I say it connected to chopping. Now you have this other one. Me don't even know him. Me don't even know him name. Him a come talk about it have to pass because it's our African rate. Listen me big man. If that could have helped the people them of Africa, or them not use it for take back them property for all these years from the white invaders, them only use it upon them own black brothers and sisters. Like what number 28 is doing to the nation. Him give them free Wi-Fi and Obeah, and the rest is history. The nation did the rest. The youths them, I saw them make money, I saw them buy a gun, I saw them just kill each other. The amount of tall up we see in Jamaica within the period of time, number 28 in power. We have never seen that in the history of our nation. And if you is just a person, whether you're JLP or PNP, and just want to talk the truth, we have never seen the level of everything we are seeing in Jamaica right now. We have never seen the youths them can just earn so much money in the wrongful way, but the government is cause of the problem to it. And then it ain't look, them can't lock them up, the youths them. But not only the youths them get locked up, cause just yesterday we did the broadcast where Muka arrested people that connected to the Prime Minister in scamming. So, Uno can't tell me where is the future. Cause Uno say, yeah, Uno labor rights, Uno say Andrew Holness are the best Prime Minister ever in Jamaica. I guess Uno asleep and Uno still in a dream. Uno need to wake up.
Personally, I don't think it's going to make a difference because people have been practicing, whether it's legal or illegal, right? I think real Obeah people don't care about the law, right? So people are still going to link them Obeah man.
Now what you're saying is true, cause you have plenty Jamaican believe in them Obeah. If them a go a embassy a Obeah, if them a go a the bank a Obeah, if them sick a Obeah, everything a Obeah. So we must say a true. But hear my reasoning. You as a person, if you have all the requirement where the visa office required, read the Bible and believe, say I get your visa. And you go up a embassy, you will get your visa. Now, the person will go check them Obeah man, rub up in them aisle and all of them thing there, them will get them visa, but the only difference is that them pay for them visa, because the Obeah man are gonna say, give me 1.5 million and me gonna make you get your visa. Now, some of them might don't have the proper documents, so where the Obeah man do now, him get 1.5 million, him connected in all departments with these police, get your police record clean. You understand? You go there, you have to pay your next money and the police clean it for you. But the Obeah man have to also give the police something. Him have to give the people them up at embassy something. So when you go up there, you get your thing. But I buy your thing. But you so believe that, you know, whatever aisle or whatever him give you, make you get it. Now may I show you say that is not so, because a lot of Jamaican people, them use Obeah to try hold on them black brother and sister. If them know say you go, alright, so for instance, you have people we sell down a town and you sell more than them, and them go Obeah people and get island powder and sprinkle your stall. For try and hold it, for try and stop your sale. But what you have to do, if you run go Obeah man now, for try to get something, for conquer for them thing, you just lose. You can't indulge, because the moment you indulge, you go lose, because the remedy is already there. All you have to get is liquor, lime and water, and you see it. It done the magic, it do the trick. So you see it, the natural way always win. But these people, they so believe, because believe is the key. Believe kills and believe cure. So if you strongly believe, God is a belief. None of us can see God. It's all about our belief. And the stronger your belief is, so everything can manifest to you. But these people, especially the Labourite Party, the Obeah Party, all of them, majority of them, believe in the Obeah where Andrew Holness give them. And that is why them love him so much. But them no know say that same Obeah it defile them, and them not see the end result yet. But wait now, we are gonna see now, because me know say now, the Almighty no love where go on, and the Almighty say time come.
Right. But I need to know what you people think about this. And what do you think about it from the religious point of view? Because remember, even though the act of Obeah is demonized in Jamaica, it really is an African tradition. It started in Africa, right? And for some it's a system of spirituality and healing, right? So do you think turning your back on Obeah is turning our back on African culture? Have you ever looked at it from that angle?
People may never see it from that angle. For one, a culture is not a religion, and especially a spiritual religion. In slavery, Africans use Obeah to heal themselves, I guess, from the whipping them get from the white man. Them use it to protect themselves by scaring away the white man, by letting themselves start appear like ghosts, and the white man got scared and run away. Them never use it for slay the white man. Nanny, she knew about Obeah, because remember, you know, if you don't know the history of Nanny, you know, remember in time, them fire bullet pan Nanny, you know, she used her bottom and block the bullet, you know. Them never use it like, oh, nowadays Africans, I use it pan with black brother and sister. Them never I use it for do corruption. So it's a different type of spiritual practice the African them used to use. So don't get it mixed up. You understand? In them days there was love amongst black people that we don't have in these days. You understand? Cause when I was growing up, I remember the love. Where if me never have salt, me coulda go next door go beg a spoon of salt or a spoon of sugar. You understand? Them days are done. You do that, people look down upon you. You understand? There is no love. And that is the main thing we're missing out of Jamaica. Cause everybody believe in what? Money. And Obeah is about money. Anything we have to do with money. Cause remember, you know, money cannot buy blessing. In slavery, when them use Obeah, it never had nothing to do with money. Obeah nowadays have everything to do with money. So that's why me not see it from that angle. Now I'm gonna make you hear what the rest of what this man have to say. And by the way, if you don't know, it's Sir P. And he did this blog from way back in like maybe 5 years ago. But I remember him doing this blog about the Jamaica Labour Party wanting to pass the law of making Obeah legal in Jamaica. And the PNP party, I said no. But they went ahead and do it. And here we are today. And the shameful thing about it, them shame to say them is a Obeah party.
It's very interesting. I mean, from the day I was born, I've always heard people talk about Obeah as if, you know, it's something bad. But then when I look at the history of it, it's actually coming from Africa, and it came with the slaves, and people used it during slavery, and they use it to this day. And a lot of people, even some people who would surprise you, you know, actually believe in it strongly. Right, especially bad man. Bad man love the Obeah man. Which is true. Tell you who love Obeah man. Bad man, police, people like that love Obeah man. So all the people out there have the Obeah man link, and you have to hide, and you don't have to hide anymore. Soon the laws are going to change, and soon it will be legal for people to freely practice necromancy.
I would just like to point out that the Obeah Law, I thought it was removed.
You take up my thing, the Obeah thing.
I thought it was repealed, only to find out that it is still the law. But you know, Mr. Speaker, there's a cabinet submission from 1975 to repeal the Obeah Law, and it is still there. But I would like to bring it, well, after we pass this legislation, Mr. Speaker, I have asked the Law Reform Department for us to have another cabinet submission. I would like to bring forward to the date here in this House the repeal of the Obeah Law. It will be put in a broader concept in terms of scamming and other things. But there's no reason, Mr. Speaker, why the Obeah Act should still remain on the statute book, and we hope to remove it in due course.
Because you can't deny me my African religious rights. Okay? So I don't want it to be understood by anywhere. Okay? So I am asking for a clarification, because Obeah should never have been illegal at any point, anytime, anywhere.
So there you have it, my viewers and my subscribers. You all let me know your thoughts and comments down in the comment section. And my question is to you: do you think Obeah is good for Jamaica as a nation? Africa use it as a healing power to heal them nation. Why them couldn't use it to stop the oppression in Africa from the oppressors? But we black people use it for hold down and for enslave our own brothers and sisters. So you all let me know, is it good for us as a nation after seeing what's unfolding in front your own very eyes in Jamaica right now, right this present moment, exclusive. Now this next topic is where the economic expert is going to explain to you what it means to you as a Jamaican. The announcement the Prime Minister made about the cut in GCT to electricity. Now, in my previous broadcast, I show you where the PNP, Dayton Campbell, explained to you that that little cut only value 1 pack a carrot. In time him work out the calculation of the 15 to 7% cut within GCT. Now, as me say, me go drive the message home to you, say that message what number 28 announced at the 81st conference, where we see JLP ministers, thousands of educated Jamaicans are jump up and down and feel so good about it, when clearly this man a games him a play with the people them. Him give them a little in one and then take it back out in the next mega show. Now let's take a listen to what the expert, the educated people, the economy expert analyst of the speech of this cut. Listen.
Folks, at the recently held JLP conference, our Prime Minister announced that for the next budget, there will be a reduction in the general consumption tax on electricity from 15% to 7%, and the removal of the non-tax threshold should be expected. Economist Keenan Faulkner is here to talk to us about, well, give us his thoughts on it. Morning, friend. Good to see you. How are you?
Morning, Neville. Morning, Gareth. Good to be here.
So when you heard, what were your first thoughts on it?
No, I mean, so generally, the removal of any tax is, a good thing. It's a good thing for some people. When you think about these policies, you have to think about it in 3 dimensions. So the equity consideration, who is it benefiting? Is it going to make people worse off? You think about the fiscal impact, how much is this going to cost? And you think about the efficiency of implementation. So administratively, how difficult or how easy is this going to be?
Well, take them one at a time. Equity.
Yeah, so in terms of equity now, a lot of persons have been saying, and it is true, 70% of persons already don't pay GCT. So they would not really benefit from reduction in GCT.
Now, 70% out of 100% of people in Jamaica already doesn't pay GCT. Yeah? Them not pay it, so it now go benefit them 70% there. So it only benefit the first 30%. You understand? That's first off.
So JPS has around 650,000 customers. In terms of households, this is probably going to benefit maybe 150 to 170,000.
Now him say JPS have a total of 600,000 customers. Out of this, 175,000 customers gonna benefit. The other 300,000 customers won't benefit from this cut.
Because the overwhelming majority already don't pay. So when we look at the removal of the threshold, so currently those below 150 kilowatts per hour a month don't pay. That is going to be removed. It's going to be replaced with an incentive-based scheme.
So the economist is saying these 350,000 people that wasn't paying no GCT because them electricity use of 150 watt per month, them never used to pay GCT because of that. But now the government are going to remove that and bring in a new incentive where now everybody have to pay. You understand? It doesn't matter your electric usage.
So if I use less than 200 kilowatt per hours per month, then I'm going to get a rebate of the GCT, because now everybody will pay GCT, including those persons at the lower end of the scale. Usage of electricity correlates mostly with income. So
now, if you don't know about economy, or if you don't just know simple calculation, you won't understand what this man doing. Now I'm gonna show you how number 28 work in 28 bank account, how him work the nation, how him thinks that him smart. Now my viewers and my subscribers, work with me, listen to me, calculate with me. The economist say you never used to pay GCT if your uses of electricity is below 150 watt per month. Bro God, I gotta remove that. You understand? And I'm bring in this new incentive. Whereas if you use 200 watt per month, you get back a tax rebate. That means, yeah, it might encourage you to use up to 200 watt, use more electricity. You understand? Because that's the only way you can get back a rebate. I remember before, yeah, you would have the choice of not using that much electricity to exceed 150 watt, so you can save paying GCT. But now, him take that from you. That means, any amount of electricity you pay, yeah, you are going to pay GCT. You understand? While you probably are going to still use the same amount of electricity. So how is it in your best interest? This what he announced.
So if I use less than 200 kilowatt per hours per month, then I'm going to get a rebate of the GCT, because now everybody will pay GCT, including those persons at the lower end of the scale. Usage of electricity correlates mostly with income. So higher income persons have higher consumption, lower income persons have lower consumption. So therefore, the persons at the bottom of the scale will now start to pay GCT, but they'll be eligible to get back the GCT that they pay.
Boy, this analyst is not easy, I guess him have to cover himself. But him not explain it to you like how me explain it, Say, una gonna end up worse off, because if una not use 200 watt of electricity, una can't get back nothing. In GCT, una can't get back nothing. While before, if una use if una use less than 150, una not use to pay nothing. You see it? So, this now benefit una. But he must say, now everybody have to pay, and if you no use 200 uses 200 watt in electricity, you will get back something. Now, if a government did want to give you back something, him would have dropped the amount of uses of watt to maybe 100. You understand what I'm saying to you? If you use up to 100 uses of current, then you understand, you get back an incentive. If you use over 100, then you do say you'd gain something, but you not gain nothing. And this is how me I tell you, say, him give you in one hand and take it back out in the other.
Now, in terms of the fiscal impact, it's going to cost $1.5 billion. Now, since you bring more persons into the taxable net in terms of GCT, that is not enough to offset the revenue loss from reducing the GCT from 15 to 7%. So it's net negative, but it's not materially significant, because in the grander scheme of things, 1.5 billion is not a lot. We collect around more than 300 billion in GCT alone for the entire year, maybe more than 900 billion in taxes for the year overall. Even if you took off all GCT, that would still just be around 3.2 billion. And then now you think about the efficiency of implementation. So to just reduce the rate from 15 to 7 is not going to be administratively difficult.
There are some who say the tax cut, the cut will only benefit the wealthy, so to speak, but won't benefit the average user. Is that generally true?
Well, I mean, broadly, yes, because income correlates with usage. So higher income persons use way more electricity, much more than 200 kilowatt hours a month. But they'll now be eligible for their rebates. So it means that they will stand to benefit more, because you pay more in tax, therefore you'll get back more in tax if you use less than 200. But it's highly unlikely that many persons above, let's say, 300 will be able to get down to 200, because if I use 400 for the month, you're asking me to cut my electricity usage in half, and that is not going to be very easy.
What do you, you can't know the Prime Minister's mind, but what would be the kind of thinking economically behind such a decision? I mean,
it just represents a specific targeting of, the benefit. So, as I said, you're benefiting around 150 to 170,000 households. So even though that is not the overwhelming majority of JPS customers, that is still, very significant. So if I'm looking to give back, and we have these give backs, the reverse income tax credit. We have many different give backs that try to target as many people as possible. Let's say 3 to 4 people in a household, they're paying less GCT, so that's around 600,000 people. That's not, whatever the political underlying motives or considerations, that inherently, objectively by itself is a good thing.
One of your peers, I say peers because he's an economist, Dr. Damian King, he said it's a bad move from every angle. He said that the GCTC on electricity is the perfect tax. He said it was impossible to evade, progressive since rich people pay more, and cheap to collect since TAJ does nothing to enforce the tax. So what are your thoughts on that comment?
Well, I mean, it is impossible to evade. It is an indirect tax, and it is progressive, as I said, more. Persons who are higher income pay more. I think the comment was also made that it's going to disincentivize solar. On that particular point, I don't really think it will, because persons switch to solar for more reasons than just the cost. And in any event, the long run cost of installing solar is going to be cheaper than the cost of fossil fuels that still power electricity as it is now. So overall, persons will weigh their best benefits and their costs. I had made the comment that I think more persons would have probably preferred if SCT on fuel, for example, was reduced, because that affects everybody, and that would be more equitable now if you reduce that and persons pay less across the board. So in terms of GCT, because not everybody pays it, then the equity there is sort of skewed towards one set of people.